Hello friends, Tanya here with a video for the first time in several weeks, an unexpectedly long break, not intended. We're going to play with the treasured cardstock, the gold assorted pack, and some old clubs, plus some items from the Peacock collection from July. I am loving these treasured cardstock collections. They each have 5 different kinds of specialty cardstock. We've got glitter, we've got brushed gold, foil gold, and pearlized gold, and another gold, a matte gold, I think it's called. And that comes in 3 different colorways. We've got the gold, we've got rose gold, and we've got silver. Now I'm going to use this gorgeous metallic cardstock to play with the Cameo frames. This is from the Peacock something collection. I can't remember the second part of that collection. And here I'm deciding which metallic cardstock or specialty cardstock I'm going to use with this frame die set. It's a very pretty die set. We've got the main background one that you could adhere your very fancy filigreed detail part to, and it looks like I have chosen the matte gold and the glitter cardstock. I'm just going to store all of this cardstock in the bag that it came in, and I'm going to trim these down into pieces that will fit in my Scout and will fit the dies here. So I'm going to trim these down to about 3.5 inches wide. And I'm using my Spellbinders guillotine trimmer. This is about 6.5 inches wide and 8.5 inches long, so it can handle your A2 size cardstocks. I trimmed down the glitter cardstock, and now I'm trimming down the matte gold cardstock, and this cuts like a dream. Now I'm going to line up the background piece. Just going to use some best ever craft tape to tack that down, and then I'm going to use my Scout to die cut these pieces. Now I do have to run the glitter cardstock back and forth. Probably I do forward, backward, turn the die a little bit on the plate, and forward, backward again. It's a fine detail die, and I find that if you are using something smaller than the regular Scout, smaller than the regular Platinum, then it will have a little trouble getting all of the detail cut. And that has more to do with the size of the die cutting machine than the quality. Now I have the Blue Mist Scout because I love blue. Purple, I love purple too. And honestly, I am not the type of person who generally has to have all of the machines in all of the colors, but I'm sorely tempted with this Scout to have both of the specialty limited editions and the white and I think it's rose gold that's on the one that is just not the limited edition color. I had to go find this Blue Mist one. I just had to. It's so pretty. So here I am die cutting the glitter cardstock. And just for those who are interested in an update on what's been going on in my life, on June 28th, I got a phone call from our local ER to let me know that my youngest child had a life-threatening injury and that they were flying my adult child, 2.5 hours away, and that if I wanted to see my child before they were sent, I needed to rush straight to the ER. Well, we did that. My husband and I actually both happened to be home, and it was on a Friday. We were able to see our child off in the helicopter to fly 2.5 hours away. And then when they got to that hospital, which was a level 1 trauma center, they were not able to provide the care that our child was going to need. So they flew her to Minneapolis to Hennepin County Medical Center, which is the top rated trauma center in our region, not just in our state, but in our region. So we had made it almost all the way to Fargo and had to head back down to Minneapolis. We were on the road for about 6 hours that day. That was on June 28th. We were in Minneapolis. Well, I have been away from my home for all but 7 days, from June 28th to today, August 6th. That is a really long time. I had to go back to work too, and I work 2.5 hours away, so halfway between our home in Bemidji and Minneapolis. So it's been a tough month. I've been away from my crafting supplies, and I had actually been working on both this video that you're seeing right now and several other things. I had just pulled out my crafting supplies to do my 10 cards video for July. Well, that sadly did not happen. I plan to publish my 10 cards for August the same day that I publish this video, but I thought you might want a little information on what had made me be missing for so long. I've gotten several very supportive, very sweet comments on previous videos wondering where I was and what was going on. And I'm taking this opportunity now to let you all know everything is progressing. Our child is actually home now. She came to stay with us while she's recovering, and she's recovering enough that we don't have to be here. No, there are not going to be any deficits long term for our child. She will make a complete recovery, but it's going to take a while yet before she's completely back to normal. And for her privacy's sake, I'm not, she's a very private person, and we're not going to share any more of the details of the accident. But there we are. I've talked about my personal stuff through most of this video already, but what I did with this video was I took some of the pieces I've created from several other club kits and combined them. I always have extra pieces, and I like to use them on cards, and I often have more inspiration than I have time to create with. And this particular card had been just begging to be created. I used the that's probably June. It's a combination of May and June clubs, except for the Cameo frames, which those Cameo frames are sized for A7 or 5x7 cards, which is awesome. And this is a 5x7 card. I've used those extra Monstera leaves. Here I've got some of the wonderful new colors of Color Essential Gems. This is the Smoky Topaz. I'm going to add some extra of those. I will try to remember to add a little link up here in the top to the videos that I did, the watercolor background with the fern BetterPress and with the flowers and the Monstera leaves and all of that. Those are from my previous 10 card club videos. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all the things, and check that description box below for all of the products that I use today. Thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate it. And until next time, bye-bye.